Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous now.
I finished my 20th year of teaching, and I'm still so excited, and I still love what I do.
I gravitated towards education because I love giving back. I love learning.
À l'école, depuis toute petite, j'étais extrêmement timide et j'ai voulu devenir professeur pour essayer de montrer aux élèves que je les comprenais.
Tôi yêu thích nó bởi vì là tôi tin là những cái kiến thức để giúp cho trẻ em sẵn sàng trong cái cuộc sống là cái món quà lớn nhất và giá trị nhất mà chúng ta có thể làm cho các em.
That I first started thinking about teaching was when I had, and I used disengaged young people. You just realize the potential that was in them.
I was not a great student. I did not like school and decided that maybe what I needed was to become the kind of teacher that I wish I'd had.
I've wanted to be a teacher all my life. I knew my experience and how I could make it fun for a lot of other kids.
I cannot make a difference without education. My whole me, the whole purpose of who I am is in teaching.
Pourquoi je fais ce métier?
Going through the process and just seeing them get that aha moment, like, oh, I get it.
Something about being a teacher and walking down the hall and kids going, hey, let me show you my latest project. Let me show you what I've just done.
Quel que soit leur niveau, leurs expériences passées, je les aime tous.
I love children. I love being with them.
Tôi nghĩ là giảng dạy là một trong số ít cái công việc mà giúp cho chúng ta lúc nào cũng cảm thấy là tươi trẻ, lạc quan.
Yo no quiero ser alguien que les enseñe, sino alguien que les ayude a descubrir el mundo que tienen.
I know they're kids like me. I know they're kids who deserve a better opportunity.
For me, doing this is way personal than I tend to let on sometimes.
So I would just like to say to every teacher across the world,
Thank you for being there. Thank you for making the connection.
We are where we are, all of us, because of teachers.
Y gracias por querer cambiar el mundo desde la educación.
Don't give up. If we stand strong, then your kids would notice that more than ever.
You grow by sharing. You grow by collaborating with others. That's the key.
You're part of something far, far bigger. There's a wonderful, wonderful community out there who support and encourage and cry together.
you as a teacher, you are enough. You are enough. And if you reach just one student, just one, you've done your job.
Crying. Oh my God. We're seriously crying.
Eddie, what about you?
Oh my gosh, that was unbelievable.
I just know this is going to be such a great night.
It definitely will. And with that video and seeing all the educators, I just want to say welcome to all of our friends from around the world joining us live or maybe even watching in the future. My name is Janae Armand, and I am joined by Jess Boyce and Ann Cosma. We are the 3 educator innovation leads at Flipgrid, and we just want to start tonight like we start every Flipgrid presentation by thanking you.
We are so inspired by every single one of you. Thank you for being the loudest, proudest, most incredible community on the planet. You all do so much. Thank you for single-handedly keeping the world spinning in the midst of a global pandemic and for still fostering engagement with your students. On behalf of all of Team Flipgrid, we are beyond honored. Thank you for allowing us to walk side by side with you every single day.
And hey, everybody, welcome to this Teams call. This is how we collaborate and we spend every day together on Teams. So we thought for this show that we would love to welcome you into our call. And we know this is a little different right now because the world is a little different. But every day we really do spend collaborating with each other and connecting with our friends digitally. So for Flipgrid Live this year, we want to welcome you to this call. And as we celebrate all the incredible things you do every day to empower every voice. This educator community is at the heart of everything we do. Our community guides our mission. And our mission at Flipgrid is to help you empower every learner on the planet to share their voice and respect the diverse voices of others. You are our why. We cannot believe it's already been 2 years since we joined Microsoft. And we have had an incredible time working alongside all of you, and we love the friendships that we've made across the company and how our mission aligns so closely with the Microsoft mission.
Everything we do at Flipgrid is driven by you, your ideas, your stories, and your feedback. Our guiding pillars at Flipgrid are to create an inclusive, simplistic, safe, flexible, and creative platform for you and your colleagues, scholars, and families.
So tonight, we're going to celebrate you as we share stories from the community. We're also going to introduce the all-new Flipgrid, which has been completely updated based on your feedback. So we'll show you what's launching August 1st, as well as giving you a sneak peek into the future.
Yes, to the future and beyond. Speaking of which, let's jump right in with our first update.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
The camera is the heart of Flipgrid. It's what you, your learners, your families, and the community use to share their voice and tell their story. This past year, you shared 2.6 billion videos on Flipgrid. That is 80 videos shared every single second of every single day. And you've used the camera in such creative ways. We've seen everything from tiny talent shows to bouncing ball music lessons. But tonight, I am so excited to show you some updates to the Flipgrid camera based on your feedback. I'm going to show you things that are launching August 1st and also beyond. We made the Flipgrid camera easier and more fun for your learners to share their story via clear instructions. We added in a super easy way for students to tell how much time they have left while recording. Not only is it easier to redo your clip or advance to the next section, but we've added in 2 key buttons right here, options and effects. When you click effects, you'll see stuff that you already recognize, emoji stickers, text, drawing, boards, but there's also some additional things for your students to take their creativity to the next level. We've redesigned filters from the ground up to make your students even more comfortable while having more fun. We have these awesome different gradient colors, and you'll even see new block mode to change the theme or tone of your video. We can't wait to see how you use these. We've added in all new frames that wrap your video with an additional element of fun. Hey, Randall Sampson, imagine using these for your Flipgrid gallery walk. Whether it be neon, breaking news, paint, or even a special one for you, Alex Larson, you'll see our Microsoft EDU friends jumped in with that sloth we all know and love. Word on the street is we've even got some Minecraft frames coming. Last year, we introduced Whiteboard and Blackboard to you all, but we heard you loud and clear, especially you math teachers. So this year, we've got some additional ones. Check it out. Graph paper, dot paper, lined paper, corkboard, all sorts of different fun ways that your students can level up their creativity. And the real magic comes with video boards. You can split these and you have your video on the top and white or blackboard on the bottom, so your students can be on screen while they're processing through their thinking. You'll notice there's another effect over there on the right-hand side. So whether you say GIF or GIF, it's GIF, by the way, you'll be able to add them right to the screen coming this fall in mobile. We've also added additional powerful controls. Christina Holzweiss, we heard you loud and clear, and you'll now be able to stack and layer anything that's on the screen, as well as duplicate, mirror, rotate, and easily delete. So Kathy Kursnowski, think about your Flipmoji scenes. This will make it so much easier for you to do that. Under options, you'll see where you can upload video, jot down topic notes, or toggle on your audio. We've also made it even easier for you to access your topic prompt and add quick notes so that you can access these while you're recording on the screen. We've streamlined our review process to make it easier than ever, including being able to split your clips, mirror them, and rotate. We know a lot of your students are on Chromebooks, Surface devices, iPads, and it's really important for us to have a consistent storytelling experience no matter where they are accessing Flipgrid. So all of these features are consistent between mobile and web, and they'll be starting to roll out August 1st and will continue launching early this fall. Your feedback has led to every single one of these updates. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you for the ideas. Thank you for the feedback that you've given us. Also, a special shout out to the Microsoft Babylon team for helping us bring these ideas to life. Now listen, we know that student voice is so much more than just video on a camera. We will continue to be updating, listening, and changing and improving the Flipgrid camera to support all the unique ways your community is sharing their voice. Hey everybody, Adam and George joined us.
Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Happy Flipgrid Live, everyone. As Jess and Jordan shared at the beginning, throughout the evening, we'll be celebrating you. And, well, we're celebrating you all the time, right? But we want to specifically call out chunks of the year since Flipgrid Live last year. So let's jump right in. August 1st, 2019, we released the all-new Flipgrid then. And since, and always, you continue to inspire us. And so just a few ideas on that note.
Well, learning loves community, and building community starts on day one for all teachers, scholars, and families. Educator Aisha Ashkinson of Texas, she took the time to learn all of her students' names on the very first day of school, as this is such a powerful component to a student's identity. In addition, Murray Independent Schools in Kentucky welcomed their scholars and families through a virtual meet and greet. And educators like Jim Pachetti in California celebrated culture with his students during Latinx Heritage Month.
And second grade teacher extraordinaire, Melissa Hayes' students rocked their student-led conferences on Flipgrid to showcase their learning for family members. And down in Texas, Danielle Moore's students created videos explaining strengths and areas of growth and what they wanted their family to know about their school experience. And oh my gosh, this tweet from Andrea Gray sharing about her own son, a reluctant writer who was empowered to share his final draft on Flipgrid, but he had so much fun that he even created a blooper reel too. And if you know me, I cry happy tears every day when I read your examples that share the transformative power of Flipgrid.
Absolutely, because we know that behind every learner sharing their voice is an educator like you, offering that space for them to just share their unique voice. Stories like these motivate everything we do. You are a true inspiration. Everyone knows I love the Discovery Library. It is that place where the community shares ideas with one another, and it's where you can either find topics for your learners or share the awesome topics you created with educators around the world to use with their scholars. It's also where you can explore and be inspired by rich content and resources from our global partners. We are so excited to announce that you've added over 21,000 topics to date, and it's you that makes the Discovery Library a special place.
It looks something like this.
So last year, we announced our first partnerships with inspiring organizations and nonprofits like the Met Museum, Code.org, Epic Books, and more in the form of Discovery Library topic collections. And this year, we're introducing collections to everyone. So now you can group together multiple Discovery Library topic templates around a theme, a subject. Maybe it's for your week of learning or even your sub-plans. You create it and you name it, and you can share those with your colleagues. For example, Priscilla Heredia, a STEM and gifted teacher from New Jersey, has added over 100 topics to the Discovery Library. So now educators can group her amazing STEM topics with other topics from partners and other educators to create their own collections. This will be so helpful when planning and sharing resources with colleagues. And, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. We are now announcing more partners tonight. You might even notice that little Minecraft icon there. So hint, hint, there's some great new partners coming. And we'll still showcase those trending topics from around the world. And I'm super excited that we're now going to share with you a topic of the day to jumpstart engagement with your learners, and also a wonder of the day from our friends at Wonderopolis. But more on that later. We're also going to be publishing our own collections to share with you throughout the year. If you haven't yet, you have to check out our first 2 featured collections, Conversations about Race, Equity, and Justice, and Learning from Home. And we all know that it's you, the educators, that are the magic behind the Discovery Library that's ever growing. So we're starting to put a spotlight on inspiring creators like Priscilla, who consistently adds incredible discussion prompts for their fellow educators to use anywhere in the world. And if you didn't know, 1 in every 5 videos is created from a Discovery Library topic, and you showed us just how much you love adding partner content to your grids. We've been so excited to see how you responded to the partner collections that it also inspired us to create new partner profiles. Now, the partner profiles will be an independent, shareable space that lists each partner's website and social pages, making it easier for you to connect and learn from them. And now with our partners, they can create unlimited collections around subjects and themes just like you can. Now, the Discovery Library drives everything we do, and we are so grateful for outside partners who come in to participate in the Discovery Library with teachers like you. Today, we are so excited to introduce you to our newest Discovery Library partner, the Langston League, a professional development and curriculum design organization for teachers K-12.
Hi, I'm Erica, founder of Langston League, a multi-consultant firm that specializes in designing culturally responsive instructional material and professional development. And I know you're thinking, why Langston League? Well, first, I love the poet Langston Hughes. And secondly, as a kid, I had a thing for comic books. So, you know, like Justice League, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I had to put League in there somewhere. And speaking of kids, we just released a Black History series for elementary and middle school students called Decolonized. But I don't think I'm the person to explain that to you. I think someone can do it a little bit better. And her name's Miss B. But hold on, let me get her jacket. You're the only story that I ever knew. Learn about the past so you can be a better you. Most time repeats itself, ain't really a mystery. So we know our stuff, so we don't repeat history. So we go from Dred Scott to hip hop to Harlem, we shake. From civil to movements to ML the K. From Adam to CJ to walking this way. From marching to leftists to election 08. And here are some things that I want you to know. We didn't only have Miss Walker, we had Annie Malone. Harriet never said that slavery quote. Your story didn't start with a big old boat. Royalty with thrones, you can even minus the moat. Built many cities and they all kept us afloat. Don't let your legacy catch you by surprise, cause we gon' cover it all in Decolonized. Welcome to Decolonized. Decolonized is a Black history series for students like you. We are going to decode historical documents, discuss movements with people that look just like you, and bring on special guests to tell us about Black futures. And you know what's even more awesome about all of this? You can find Decolonized in Flipgrid's Discovery Library. Yup, you should go there like now. Actually, I'm on my way there. That's why I'm trying to rush you out.
Oh my goodness, that was so
That's
incredible.
amazing.
I can't wait.
So catchy, so important. So that was awesome. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I love that.
Well, let's move along. So more year in review. Let me share my screen. Ready for this? Here we go. So as you all know, we absolutely love connecting with you all the time digitally, you know, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Flipgrid, and beyond. And we also love when we get to connect with your broader communities, with your scholars. So in particular, we had so much fun with you during Microsoft Global Learning Connection last year. And then Jess and Jornay went on an epic flip hunt at GAETC. We then trekked all around Canada, quite literally all around Canada. We split up our bus so that we could cover as much land as possible and meet with as many incredible educators and scholars as possible on the amazing Canada FlipgridBus tour, and then headed down south from Minneapolis, Minnesota, where we're based at Flipgrid Studios, right? Headed down to Florida for the Florida FlipgridBus tour. and the amazing Student Voice Summit with our friends at Adobe. And since you may have seen, we've done so many cool things with our Adobe friends, and we have some special announcements coming up this evening in partnership with Adobe. But in addition to our in-person events with all of you, we continue to be inspired by your incredible ideas.
Last year at Flipgrid Live, we released the ability for educators to share Flipgrid videos in augmented reality, or Flipgrid AR, and you blew our minds. You supercharged learning stations like Jenna did to make on-demand instructions for students to look at any time. You changed the game with books and read word alouds like Stacy did by creating ASL comic books, making Stan Lee proud. And you empowered every voice in the classroom, like Noreen tweeted. Dear Flipgrid, today I worked with a teacher who tried Flipgrid for the first time. Her high school students record mock interviews. It's December, and it was the very first time the teacher saw one of her students talk and participate. The student had a voice. Thank you. Gosh, it was like this Cry Live 2020.
So cool. And it's like we say all the time, absolutely nothing to do with Flipgrid and everything to do with Noreen and her fellow colleagues. You know, that's all you. That's all you empowering those scholars. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And these are the stories that inspire us to keep building Flipgrid forward, to better support you and your learners. So I'm happy to share the new redesigned learner experience so you can continue making those impacts with your students. The first thing we did is made it easier for you to view and respond to videos in the topic. We gave student videos more real estate and the ability to play those videos right within this view. And when you click into Michaela's video, you'll notice a new modern look, putting the student front and center, as well as knowing exactly where you're at. On the right column, you'll see the up next videos in the video queue. And we know how impactful it is to take that conversation one level deeper by replying with video. That's social learning. That's where the magic happens. But we know this is not the only way your community and socially learn. So I am happy to announce text comments. In addition, you as the educator can leave private and public feedback right within this view. But it was important to us that we do this in a safe and positive way. So just like everything else in Flipgrid, you have complete control. You can toggle text and video comments off and on, and with moderation as you feel appropriate for your learning environment. We've also continued to build advanced AI to proactively prevent bullying and other toxic language getting into your learning discussion. And that is the all-new redesigned learner experience in Flipgrid. So let's cover our bases. You can now easily navigate, watch, and view your videos in the topic, watch your peers' videos, know exactly where you are, comment with both text and video comments while giving the educator complete control, and be able to leave educator private and public feedback. But let's just roll back the tape and watch it all over again in 60 seconds.
It looks something
Oh my gosh, that was just so exciting. Or as my friend Stephen Eustace would say, wonderful. And you know, about the public and private comments, that is a game changer for educators. Because as an educator, I love to share comments with the whole class as a public comment, and now I can do that. Or if I just need to send the feedback to that individual student, I can use the private comments.
And it's such a personalized learning too, right? For each individual student or the public entire classroom. So I totally get that.
Yeah, definitely. It'll help with student growth. And we all know that the right topic prompt and educator feedback can really help students wonder. So I am so proud to shine a spotlight on our featured partner, Wonderopolis, and their parent organization, the National Center for Families Learning.
At the National Center for Families Learning, we've witnessed the results of families coming together to learn for over 30 years. When a parent and a child engage in education, learning is optimized, and the entire family's economic and social well-being is transformed. By partnering with educators, literacy advocates, and policymakers, we've developed and provided programming and resources for millions of families across the country. Their stories of generational change and their realized dreams are the real why behind our work. With a multi-generational approach, educational equity is possible in our country. It's a wonderful thing to watch as families finally write their own future together.
Wonderopolis's why is why, and who, and what, where, how come, and so many more. Because we believe in the power of asking questions, and that curiosity sparks deeper learning. We've been so honored to be a part of the Disco Library for the last year, and we are so excited to take things to the next level with collections. We have some really great ones in store for you, from myths and legends to family learning to one we're just calling weird stuff. So you don't want to miss it, and we definitely want to say thank you to all you educators out there for giving voice to your students' questions and wondering with them. So come wonder with us in the Disco Library.
What an awesome commitment to empower every voice. We are so excited to see the collection from Wonderopolis and all our other partners.
Oh, hey, Chando!
Hey, everybody.
Chando! Welcome to the Teams call. It's so fun to have you join in tonight.
Welcome to Flipgrid Live. It's
Yeah,
so good
Justin.
to be here.
Yeah, you have shared so many incredible learning adventures across the Microsoft community, and we're just so excited to welcome you not only to Flipgrid Live 2020, but I know you have something special to share tonight.
You know, I am so thankful to have been welcomed to the Flipgrid community, joining all of you at Flipgrid Live in 2018, 2019, and tonight. I absolutely love engaging with the community throughout the year on social. So it's an incredible moment for me to join the Flipgrid product team officially and to continue building this community-driven product into the future alongside all of you.
Oh my gosh, Chando, welcome to Team Flipgrid.
Wow, I love this slide. Holy cow, look at all our friends on this slide here.
So many good friends. And Shanna, we're gonna keep going through year in review. You want to stick on?
Let's do it.
Rock on. So earlier this year in 2020, we headed over to Chando, your hometown in Seattle, for the US MIEE Underground Summit, where educators across the states, we loved meeting with all of you and hanging out and running around the city. George and Ann and Jess had so much fun down in FETC. And then a few of us jumped across the pond for BET 2020, an absolutely epic global conference where we also celebrated at the Microsoft Store Fan Fest. So much fun. And then Ann and George went on this crazy trip backpacking around Wales, England, and Norway to see Kelly and Lanny and Elaine and Terj and Kim. So many cool educators. And while they were off across these three countries, Jess and I hopped all around Spain, where we got to see Javi and Rosa and Angeles, and just had so much fun connecting with all of these educators and their communities and scholars. And then down to TCE. Yay! We had so much fun down in Texas with so many of you. And then finally, as much as we love running around the world and visiting you, we also absolutely love when you come visit us, and connecting with community is so important to us. And so when Kylie flew all the way across the ocean from Australia to Flipgrid Studios here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we loved connecting with her, and we've loved connecting with all of you since. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And just as we connect and engage, you continue to inspire.
Yeah, and in addition to all of those awesome conferences and face-to-face events, we cherish every day that we get to interact and learn from you during webinar events like the interactive class, or even events celebrating educator innovation like our annual Flipgrid App Smash Madness. And even in addition to that, we spend every day just loving everything that we see on social media.
Oh my gosh, and this one is just so incredible about Mrs. Schlecht, who saw in her own daughter hope and giggles as she shared her voice and connected even while apart from her own learning community. Okay, friends, are you ready for more I am so excited to share some totally rad educator dashboard updates. We are inspired every day by the incredible things that you do. And as we considered how to update your educator dashboard, we loved receiving your feedback. We spent a lot of time listening to you and learning from you.
It looks something like this.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. We learned that you want it to be even simpler to create those Flipgrid discussion prompts, and you want to be able to share them with your community at any time. You create incredibly unique Flipgrid discussion prompts all the time for activities like field days, ed camps, book talks, math talks, PE challenges, and so much more. And sometimes when you do this, you don't need a grid. So guess what? We are introducing standalone topics. You still create a topic and add your prompt, you determine your reporting time, and add media to engage your scholars. And check this out. We know you love to spark incredible topic discussions, so we are super excited to announce that now you can add your Adobe Spark videos and they will play directly inside your Flipgrid topic. And remember, you always remain in control of who has access to your topics. You choose how your community will access them. You can use school email, student list, and now you can even allow specific emails that you want to have access. This is great for guests, experts, and even family members. Then just share your topic with your community. That's all you need to do. It's that simple to create and share discussion prompts with whoever you want. Friends, we still have grids, but now they're called groups. That's because that's how you group your topics together. And don't worry, all your stuff is still there. And if you want, you can still use Flipgrid just like you did before. Create a group and then add your topics. But by allowing you to have standalone topics, we've made it easier for you and you save a ton of time too. You can even select multiple groups to add your topics to. Marlene Dupree-Dolman, you tweeted about wanting a streamlined process to assign your topics. You asked for it, you got it. With this new topic first design, you just flip the order and save a bunch of time by creating that single topic and adding it to any number of community groups at one time. We have also completely revamped how you view and engage with your videos in the educator dashboard. This is your new hub for watching your students' videos. Stephanie Suko, we saw your tweet about reimagining the magic of group discussions. And friends, know that educators will always remain in control of how to reply. But now you have the option to add text and those video comments. And of course, the ability to edit closed captions on your videos. Friends, this is just a taste of the updates we'll be adding to your educator dashboard on August 1st and beyond. Please keep sharing your feedback with us. Everything we have showed you was inspired by you, and we promise to keep making Flipgrid work even better for you. Hey, Joey! How are you?
What's going on, Anne?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about all of these updates.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the community for everything that they do. You've heard a bunch of updates so far this evening. Everything that we do is driven by you, the educators in this community. As you know, we live to support and amplify your incredible work. We get up every morning, we check social, and we are so inspired by your creative ideas and the amazing ways that you amplify the voice of all of your learners. And speaking of student voice, I want to take a moment to call out the incredible Student Voice Ambassador community. Last week, we welcomed in 275 new educators to this community, bringing the total to over 1,400 Student Voice Ambassador educators that are so passionately committed to amplifying and empowering the voice of every learner in class. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. We are so inspired by you every day. Many of you know the engagement team, Jornay, Anne, Adam, Jess, and George, from Twitter to bus tours to conferences. But there is another team that I want to introduce you to, a team that amplifies your voice, the educator voice, throughout Flipgrid every single day. So here to tell you a little bit more about that is Jennifer Nesbitt, who leads the Flipgrid Experience team.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. As Joey mentioned, I'm Jennifer, and I'm with the Experience team here at Flipgrid. And our team is here to support you, your students, and families by answering any and all of your questions. We've received so many awesome ideas and feedback from you, leading to over 40 community-driven updates since our last Flipgrid Live. This includes screen recording, 10-minute videos, and student list. Every update you influence is a step to building a more inclusive and accessible experience and empowering every learner on the planet to share their voice and respect the diverse voices of others. Thank you for all you do in helping us improve Flipgrid.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. It's such an honor to work with you and your crew. We love your work. And on to the year in review. As Jennifer mentioned, all of our updates are driven by you, our incredible educators around the world, and you continue to inspire us every single moment.
With the shift to remote learning, we were so impressed by how you all answered the call. You were so quick to support one another, and resources were just flying. They were coming out so quickly, all the way from pre-K all the way up to the university level. It was incredible.
And in addition to that, with the curriculum, you also focused on social and emotional learning with your scholars. And you connected with the entire community, the scholars and the families, while still having fun, like during a virtual pet parade. And finally, you engage your students from afar, day in and day out during this time away from the school building.
Friends, you have shared truly inspiring examples of ways students found and used their voice for the first time. Our friend Mike Smith says, you can't cancel community. And it's so inspiring to see examples like the Special Olympics empowering their athletes with virtual cheers, and amazing events like this Xbox virtual gaming event with Forza Motorsport and Microsoft. And we were so honored to see the University of Newcastle's newly qualified doctors recite their Hippocratic Oath on Flipgrid. And this creative example of a school hosting their own masked singer on Flipgrid.
And, we are so committed to the work on equity and justice. And we were so thankful to be joined by Ken Shelton D. Lanier and Yuritsa Bijava for sharing their passion for this work, their commitment to equity, and the ideas to our community to consider as they work to empower every voice. Monica Martinez shared her takeaways, including that no sustainable movement comes in isolation, from Ken, because this work takes all of us. And then you are an expert in your area. So as Dee said, become an anti-racist in the area that you're already in. And Yuritsa charged us to do the research, find out why, and learn the history as we strive for equity and justice for all.
And along our shared mission, let's bring a friendly and familiar face, Liz Maddie, as she shares our commitment to inclusion and accessibility.
Hi, I'm Liz. I lead accessibility here at Flipgrid, and I'm so proud to be part of a team where at the very core of our mission is ensuring that we have a product that is the most accessible and inclusive as possible. Accessibility has always been really important to me. As a grad student, I got the opportunity to work on an application to help close the reading gap in deaf and hard of hearing elementary students. And the beauty of this app, as well as anything involving accessibility, is that you are focused on one small group but really this app helped any struggling elementary student learn to read. We've made a lot of improvements this past year. As you saw earlier this evening, all videos have the option of closed caption, and we leveraged the immersive reader as much as possible in Flipgrid. We also have tons of options in our camera, which is to make it as inclusive as possible so that your scholars are comfortable and proud to share their voice in whatever way works best for them. Microsoft's commitment to accessibility has helped me not only professionally, but also personally. Right before I started this role, I actually learned that my son had a learning disability. And so Microsoft's dyslexia courses and all the information that they have surrounding this has been really powerful and helped me and my son as we've been working through this. My favorite project of this year, though, was being able to leverage the power of the Xbox Adaptive Controller into Flipgrid. So currently, you can use a game controller, any game controller, including the adaptive controller, with the Flipgrid camera. It's not released yet, but it will be soon, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with all of you. With all this in mind, we are proud to partner with Made by Dyslexia.
Working with dyslexic kiddos is awesome because it's made me a better teacher and it's made me look for ways to help them be even better readers.
Every day I am inspired by getting to work with dyslexic learners. They're creative, they're innovative, they're good problem solvers, they're hard workers.
Seeing their eyes light up when they get something that previously may have been difficult for them really brings great joy.
And that creativity can just make a classroom so much more fun.
Each brings a unique way of thinking.
You have to challenge yourself to be different, to see their difference.
If given the right instruction, they are unstoppable.
Hi there, I'm Kate Griggs from Made by Dyslexia. We're a global charity and we exist to help the world properly understand, value and support dyslexic students. Dyslexia is a brilliant, creative, fantastic way of thinking that we know from our research is vital for the workforce of the future. So we've partnered with Microsoft to produce some free online training films that will help every single teacher to spot, support and empower their dyslexic students. We've also created some fabulous contents for kids with some very inspirational interviews with successful and celebrity dyslexics. And we are super excited to announce that all of our content is going to be made available on the Flipgrid Discovery Library. We really hope you'll be able to use the content to enable and empower every dyslexic student to reach their potential. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you everyone. It's Charlie here. And as we wrap up Flipgrid Live 2020, I wanted to take a moment and introduce you to Nate Edwards. Nate leads all product and engineering at Flipgrid, and he's led it for the last 8 years, since 2012 when Flipgrid was founded. So Nate, love you to share a few words here.
First, I wanted to say thank you to our amazing team for their dedication and passion in being able to serve our amazing global community. And second, I wanted to say thank you to the families who have been teaching, empowering their family, their children over these last few months, and for sharing all these impacts on Flipgrid.
Yeah, it's been pretty incredible. Nate, I know you have 2 young kids at home, as do I. And to be that family member recording with your kids every night or every morning, doing the dances, working on the reading, it's pretty fun. Well, thanks, Nate, for all you do. We can't say that enough, man.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, so let's kick into this final ending section of Flipgrid Live. More than 100 million educators, learners, and their families are now sharing their voices on Flipgrid, and we couldn't be more honored to serve each and every one of you. This year, in the last 12 months, you, those learners, and their families shared more than 105 billion seconds of Flipgrid video. That's 3,300 years of video shared in the last 12 months. Students sharing their ideas, their reading, what they're solving, what they're making, what they're doing, their aha moments, and we couldn't be more proud. And again, as we've echoed throughout this whole broadcast, you are our why, and Flipgrid Forward is all about you. So we're gonna do something now that we typically don't. We're gonna show you even more of what's coming and what we're building, not for you, but building with you this year on Flipgrid. First of all, We heard so many of your ideas about our logo. It changes every year. We've had students design our logo. We've had educators design our logo. And when we thought about it with the size of the community, we wanted to make sure that our new Flipgrid brand made you proud. And it's all about diversity, inclusion, energy, engagement, and togetherness. And again, that brand, that plus sign, is much more than a logo. It's what a student taps to share their ideas and share their voice. Also, as we shared with new Flipgrid comments, as we shared with Flipgrid video replies, we're taking Flipgrid's safety very seriously. From access and how the group's topics and videos can't be searched for on the net, new participation methodologies with join codes, emails, and passwords. Educators can always lock access to specific email addresses or domains, and also you could add user IDs for learners without emails. You can also modify your grid at any time while it's live and just change that code. Within Control, you've always been able to moderate and remove any video, and you'll be able to do the same with new text comments. Educators can disable video downloads at any time. They can view who joins their grids and remove or block users. They can also freeze topics, and also any video on Flipgrid that is flagged is automatically moderated for you. Lastly, in our partnership with Microsoft Azure, we're launching new Protect features. All text comments are now automatically scanned for bullying or offensive content with educator notifications and automatic moderation. The videos and thumbnails are now also scanned for any offensive content or educator notifications and automatic moderation. And lastly, all video transcripts are scanned for bullying or offensive content with, again, educator notifications and automatic moderation. Also introducing 2 new Flipgrid leadership boards this year. These leadership boards include several members across the Flipgrid and Microsoft team, as well as several members across our educator and family communities around the world, in addition to experts and partners in the field. And our 2 leadership boards that we're announcing first are the Flipgrid Leadership Board on Diversity and Inclusion, and also the Leadership Board on Accessibility and Equity. And we can't be more excited to build and design and shape the all-new Flipgrid, as well as our team culture and everything we do alongside you. So, you asked, we listened. Coming later this fall, we're gonna start just showing you where we're going, what we're building with you, and where we're taking Flipgrid. First up, last year, we ended Flipgrid Live with Flipgrid AR. We had no clue how far you would take this amazing feature that we saw literally tens of hundreds of thousands of these Flipgrid boards in your classrooms, in the classroom halls, where when families would come in, as Beth shared, they would pull out their phone, scan their student's QR code, and magically lift off the wall. As Nate and his team and Liz have designed out, Flipgrid AR is now the most accessible AR experience in the world, where the videos, once they pop off the wall, also now are fully transcribed and the closed captioning is there for you. But we're taking it one more step further. As schools do come back into some kind of hybrid or fully face-to-face mode this year, and you continue these boards, now when you scan one code and you continue moving your phone and hover over another code, that thumbnail will pop up on the screen while the other video is playing. You tap the thumbnail and transition to that video. We can't wait to show you where we're taking Flipgrid AR. Next, you saw Flipgrid student lists. Now we're combining them with mixtapes. So within the student list for every grid, you can simply see that Stacy doesn't have a mixtape yet. Create it, it's done. You don't have to do any more. Second, when Kevin adds that next video, you just simply add it to his mixtape. And then it makes it even easier to share all of your students' amazing videos with the ones that matter most, their families. Next up, the Flipgrid Shorts camera. The hundreds of thousands of videos you've created on Shorts to explain what the learning of the day is, or what the instructions are, or explain what students are to create at home with their families. All of the features that you saw tonight for the new Flipgrid camera are going to be live in the Flipgrid Shorts camera. And that Shorts camera is going a lot more places this year. We partnered with Wakelet last year to bring it into Wakelet. It's now coming into Yammer and other Microsoft opportunities throughout the year. We all live on Teams. This whole broadcast is on Teams. We live, work, and just collaborate on Teams throughout the day to build a new Flipgrid. And we know you love Teams as much as we do. So our team this year is partnering with the Teams team to make sure that along with live meetings, that these Flipgrid asynchronous discussions are just an incredible opportunity for you to just create a new discussion in Teams, add it right to your channel, and all of your learners with ease can just tap record and add their responses. Next, auto selfies. So we know everyone has fun creating these selfies, but also we know a lot of learners that are new to Flipgrid or family members that are participating or leading it from home don't understand why they have to take a selfie maybe right after they recorded a video. So now when they hit next, we're automatically generating a little 2-second bouncing selfie for you. You can just simply add your name, your description, a link, and hit submit. Or you can go back and review your video. You can edit your selfie. You can select another frame in the video, or just like you've always been able to, you can take a photo or upload a photo and also add any of the new decorations. But then these bouncing selfies create truly a magic grid. And this will be rolling out later this fall, where the grids are gonna come alive with your students welcoming everyone to just tap on their video and hear their voice. Next up, Jess shared all of the new effects and all of the new magic coming to the Flipgrid camera, as well as some of the new options to upload a video, to add your topic notes, to read the topic while you're recording, and also toggle your audio on and off. But we're not stopping there. You might notice this panel is a little empty right now. We're gonna continue to grow this. And first up, we're gonna bring what we brought on from the web into mobile, where you can capture and record your screen and embed it in your Flipgrid video. And the next two are gonna be pure magic. Mic mode, we heard you loud and clear. Mic mode is specifically designed for students that might have lower bandwidth or don't have a webcam at home, as well as students that might be a little shy and don't wanna be on camera the first time. So they simply toggle on mic mode, they record their voice just like they would in any Flipgrid video to date, and all the effects are there. They can simply tap effects and turn on a whiteboard, turn on inking. They can upload a photo of their homework and talk over it and submit it along all of their peers. And last but not least is Flipgrid Coach, coming later this fall. We partnered with our incredible friends at PowerPoint to bring you what I think is probably one of the coolest features ever to come to Flipgrid to date. This is something that I personally have wanted to bring in Flipgrid for years. And with PowerPoint Presenter Coach embedded in Flipgrid, it creates a world-class practice environment for you, for every learner, for any family member to just simply toggle it on and get real-time feedback on how to become a more confident speaker. So I'm gonna let Paul, who runs the Flipgrid camera, tell you a little bit more about it.
Okay, so we're really excited to show you the Presenter Coach integration inside of Flipgrid. So let's start recording. So while we're recording, it'll start to listen for if we say things like, and it'll prompt us to say, try not to use too many filler words. I could also start talking really fast because I'm talking at Flipgrid Live and I'm really nervous and I really should slow down because nobody's gonna be able to understand me, and it'll prompt me to say, try to speak a little bit slower. Going into review, it'll actually have a timeline of all the instances that we could have improved. So if we hover over, it'll say, try not to use too many filler words like or an instance where we could have spoken a little bit slower. If I click up top here, we have a report card, which will give us a summary view of every instance we could have improved. Clicking the instance itself, it'll actually bring me to that part of the video, and then so I can see exactly where I made a mistake. I'm live and I'm really nervous and I really should slow down because going into the trimmer view, we can actually go and see where we made a mistake, trim past that instance, and then hit confirm, and then that part of our video is no longer included. We're then able to go forward and submit our perfect, awesome, totally great video. We hope you love it.
For the last 8 years, we have focused all of our efforts on building Flipgrid as the best discussion opportunity in any classroom around the world. And it's truly been just the most incredible opportunity of my life to help build this alongside all of you, all the members of the Flipgrid team, all of our new colleagues at Microsoft. But we're really excited because as Flipgrid moves into this next decade, we not only have new experiences that our team is working on, lots of new features for Flipgrid, but also new products that are coming out that we're going to build with all of you inside the Flipgrid platform. And we can't wait to show you where that is going. So, as we roll into this next academic year, and for many of you around the world go into this summer session or this winter session, I want to first thank all of our Flipgrid partners, from Made by Dyslexia to the Langston League, to the National Center for Families Learning in Wonderopolis, to Adobe, and also all of our partners across Microsoft, from PowerPoint to Azure to Teams, as well as so many colleagues. Microsoft made Flipgrid free for the world, and we're going to make sure that over these next 10 years, not just the next year, we make you very proud to continue using it to empowering every learner in the world to share their voice and respect the diverse voices of others. So as we wrap up, the 2020-2021 academic year is likely going to be the most challenging, transformative, and important years in the history of education. And I, as well as everyone here, I'm very optimistic about this next year because of all of you. Every parent, every family member, and simply everyone in the world knows how truly incredible every educator is after these last several challenging months. And from all of us at Flipgrid, from all of our families, thank you. Thank you for everything you do every single minute of every single day of every year to empower our learners to share their voices. Educators truly make us all better. And we're so very proud to work with all of you. I can't say that enough. Everyone here on the call, we talk about this every day at Flipgrid. We are so thankful to work alongside you in the incredible things that you accomplish. So, from all of us, we hope you enjoyed Flipgrid Live. We're gonna pass it over to our own incredible Angela DeWalt and our really, really great friend, Dr. Randall Sampson, in a truly inspiring conversation that they had. Thank you.
We all have the same passion, and our passion is to help kids. How do we enhance the lives of kids? How do we keep pushing forward every single day? And regardless of what technology you have, enhancing a kid's voice, that is the key. Enhancing that voice, and amplifying that voice. Because we have a lot of kids out there who don't have a voice per se that they can share. It's been oppressed for whatever reason. As educators, we do a fabulous job in tapping into the great ideas that kids have and really pushing that. So I think every teacher out there that's connected to this community has this opportunity. And it doesn't stop tomorrow, it doesn't stop next week, it doesn't stop next year. And chances are, it doesn't stop after you retire, because I see a lot of teachers coming back after retirement. And it's not because they're bored, they love it. They love it. So keep pushing, and can't wait to see some of the amazing things that people are going to put out this upcoming school year, as school is going to look different across the world. And I think the different is really going to be a new, enhanced, super excited version of learning and connecting.
Oh, you're the best. I just want to give you a hug. Thank you so much, Randall.
right, is that a cut? Are we done? Is Flipgrid Live over?
I think that's what they call a wrap, right? Yeah, I think that's it.
Back to Twitter.